What up? It's Rick Robert Compton, Rick Rock TV. I'm glad to be back, man. I always feel good when I come sit in front of my camera and do what I do. Sip on my watermelon and cucumber juice. After hitting a good gym exercise, you got to do it. You got to get that in. But anyway, somebody said, Rock, is you going to speak on the YouTuber or the YouTube guy that has something to say about your content? I said, what guy? Who? What's his name again? Who? No, I don't know that guy. It's not even worth going back with these cats because I know the play. I know the content got to be created. They got to find somebody that's popping to talk about. We all do it. It's a numbers game. Spit it so they can get it. But anyway, on this one, a mother grieves for her deceased son. A mother grieves for her deceased son. Man, a lot of people always talking about squashing gang wars, gang beef. They've been trying this since 1992. The peace treaty. A lot of y'all wasn't even born yet. But I was, 12 years old, and I remember it vividly. But the only thing that I took from the whole 1992 experience was the looting. During the 1992 riots, yeah, I was a youngster, but I was definitely getting me some of that, getting my loot on. But anyway, let's get to the content. I really want y'all to pay attention to this content right here. And really, no, for real, really pay attention. Let's get to it.
I can't breathe. I need to get up. Just get up. I'm not moving without him. I'm not moving without him. Just let me get up. Let me get up.
Did y'all hear them screams? Did y'all hear that mother screaming, saying that she's not leaving without her son? Them screams right there, if you ever heard them screams coming from your mother, your grandfather, your sister, your auntie, your cousins, your uncle, your brother, if you ever witnessed them screams, if you ever walked up to your mother, your family member, and you hugged them real tight to let them know that you got them, because you got to be strong for them, that's a mother right there crying. We don't know what her son done in the streets. He had his pistol on the ground. His body was laid not too far from it. And I want to explain something. See, instead of me going back and forth doing a reaction video on these suckers on the internet, I'm going to spit to the ones that's the reality. I'm going to spit to the ones that want that reality, the realism. I got a call not too long ago to squash, I guess, they want to squash some little gang stuff in the city. They've been trying to do this since 1992, peace treaty. So far, a couple of people then got along and squashed some of the issues, but it's a lot of them that still want to continue on this genocide because this all they know. This all they know. They grew into this. They, as little kids, they witnessed their mama, their grandma, their uncle, their grandfather, their cousin, their brother, their sister, aunties, all out there screaming, yelling, either at the crime scene or at the funeral. So there's this deeply rooted hatred that's inside of us. Y'all also go subscribe to the homie channel, Deeply Rooted Podcast. But it's deeply rooted into these kids, into these people. And it's going to be hard for them to change their mentality. The only thing that could save somebody from this type of behavior. It's got to be a spiritual thing. It's going to take God to intervene with their spirit to get their mind off that. It's only so much that we could tell and talk to these people. They not going to listen. They going to hang out on the same block. They seen they homie get his whole top knocked off. And they going to say, oh, it's not going to happen to me. I move a little bit slicker than that. I'm smoother than that. Oh, that ain't going to happen to me. It happened to your homie on the same block, the same street. Over and over, his blood spills all through your neighborhood. You could walk through your hood right now and say such and such got popped right here. The homie got popped over there. The homie got popped right where we standing at. And his mama cried. His daddy cried. His auntie cried. His sister cried. His grandma cried. His brother cried. Right here where we standing at. Saying the same thing that this woman is saying. Get up. I'm not leaving without my child. Y'all see the pain that we put our mamas through? It don't just affect you. It affects your whole family, the ones that really love you. The ones that really love you is going to be the ones that say, man, go do something with yourself, man. I'd rather you get in front of your camera and podcast than be out there in the streets waiting to get caught slipping and catch a pistol whipping. Because it's going to happen. And you know what the crazy part about it is? It ain't number one or two cats. It ain't number one or two dudes in each neighborhood, probably three the most, that's causing all the havoc. So before you reach out to somebody else and say, let's squash a beef, you need to get at them little three cats that's in your hood. And if they don't want to listen, ain't nobody above the law. If you come up with a plan and say, you know what, we not tripping no more, we going to squash it because we trying to do something better, and they don't want to listen, then that's an issue you got to take up within your own backyard and clean up first. See, a lot of these cats want to get old and start preaching now. Oh, don't do this and don't do that. Because they done already went through it. And the youngsters look at them. Excuse me. The youngsters look at them and say, oh, you old now. Y'all done did it. Now you want us to listen. Them old dudes already done been through it. They really trying to save your life, homie. The places that you going, they done been there, did time already. Why not take advice from somebody that done been there and done that? That's trying to, they not trying to do nothing but save you. That's all they trying to do. They see your little kids when you pull up. They see your daughter, your son in the car with you when you pull up. You know what I'm saying? They kids know who you is. They call you uncle. They know that they know that you they daddy homeboy, homegirl, whatever. So they take a liking into your kids. So they telling you something real. They telling you some real stuff that's going to save you because they got love for you. They're not telling you this because they don't love you or for their health. They telling you because they walked in your shoes already. So we're not here to preach to nobody. We just going to tell you, listen, homie, get you some money, knock you some of these bras down, enjoy life, grow to be old, because it seemed like we're not the only ones that's doing this stuff. Let's get that clear. Every other race do the same thing that we do. It's just more publicized on us. Yeah, because that's the way it's supposed. As long as we show it to them, let them keep on seeing their adopted mentality, they won't even feel nothing when they see it no more. Y'all remember them boys in the hood? Hey, you want to see a dead body? And them little kids walk by that body. It didn't even bother them kids, man. They was used to it. They seen it so many times. Over and over and over. I hope my son watching this video. Out of all the videos, out of all the content I did, some of them that a lot of people don't agree with, some of them got something to say in the comment section. You know, we know which ones those are, but these are the ones that the podcasters never talk about. When you do a video like this, they never do a reaction to these type of videos. It's too far out there for them. They way down here. Their mind is still in the gutter. So they could talk about the street stuff all day. They good. They experts at that. They get an A in that. A plus. But they never do a reaction video when you talking that realism. Every now and then you got to go stir the pot up, get their attention. See, yeah, them dudes that be on here reacting to everybody's stuff, they ain't gonna react to the ones that say, "Hey, homie, let me try to reach out and save a few youngsters, a few kids from getting their head blew off, getting smoked out there." Like the little female that I just did a show on yesterday, rapping about smoking on a pack and she ended up, rest in peace to her. You know what I'm saying? Much love to her family. My condolences. But the nonsense got her took out the game. It's a whole lot of them out there that ain't got took out the game, thinking it's a game. You only got one life to live, man. They could say what they want to say, because a lot of stuff that they representing, they glorifying, ain't getting them a dime. Not a dime. It's Compton Rick Rock with Compton Rick Rock TV, and we gonna end this video just like this. One more time. We're gonna run it back.
Let me up. I can't breathe. I need to get up. I'm not moving without him. I'm not moving without him. Just let me get him.
That's what y'all want to put y'all mama through? Go on to the next one.